Hi, I'm Mario. Welcome to Peebles Fish Bar.
We believe we do the best fish and chips in Scotland.
And we do delicious pizzas too.
And the best ice cream you've ever tasted.
Come in and see us anytime.
There's no doubt about it, these are worrying times down at Poynter Park these days. 6 games into the season and Kelso are at the bottom of the table with just 1 win. But Peebles, on the other hand, are in the top half, and while they've lost 2 of their home games, they've won all 3 of their away matches so far. But when these two meet in a border derby, you can tear up the form book. And in perfect conditions for rugby, a fair-sized crowd supporting both teams were looking forward to an exciting tussle. And it was Kelso, led by former Scottish international Kevin Utterson, who started the better, and as early as the first few minutes, Utterson very nearly made it over for the first try. The ball was held up and Peebles had survived an early wake-up call. Kelso may be at the basement in Premier 2, but they've got players who can do some damage. Both teams had early kickable penalty chances, but despite there being no wind at all, decided to kick for position and concentrate on going for tries. Peebles' first chance to create something very nearly saw them come away with points, but Kelso's defence was pretty solid early on. The previous week at Riverside Park, Peebles beat Jed Forrest by going for the jugular right from the start and scoring a couple of quick tries, and they employed the same tactics against Kelso. With just over 10 minutes on the clock, Peebles went through a couple of phases of play, keeping the ball in hand and edging their way up to the Kelso line. Pretty effective stuff, and when you've got a player in the team like Adam Muffet, a man renowned for giving us the unexpected, then you're always going to keep the opposition guessing. How about this for a piece of individual flair? Yes, he was absolutely delighted with that, his first try in his first game for the first 15 this season, and one he'll no doubt be bragging about for many seasons to come. Donald Anderson had no problem with the conversion. And 4 minutes later, Neil Hogarth showed that he was capable of bringing some flair to the table too, as he found gaps in the Kelso defence to go over for Peebles' second try, with Anderson again getting the extras to increase the lead to 14-0. So an early setback for Kelso, but to their credit they got straight back on the case, tightened up the defence and went on the attack. Ian Moody is one of their best players, the big number 8 always causing problems and gaining vital yardage for his team. And while points have not been easy to come by this season for Kelso, they've certainly got some talented backs who can score tries if the opportunities come along. This was one of those opportunities involving Greg Ponton and Kevin Utterson, and it led to Peebles giving away a penalty in a very kickable position. Utterson putting it right between the posts and getting his team on the scoreboard. Plenty of commitment from both sides, as you would expect in a border derby, and for Peebles the likes of Neil Hogarth and David Harvey were happy to take the game to the opposition. Peebles' recycling was good too, and there were several incidents which brought the crowd to their feet, including the moment Peebles' Trevor Keane met Kelso's Stephen Burns. In a word, ouch. Kelso pressed forward towards the end of the first half and were looking good to get their first try, even when a long pass to winger Greg Ponton went loose. But Ponton recovered well and collected his own chip ahead to continue the move. And when Kelso provided quick ball for the backs, it was Stefan Carnegie who couldn't control the pass. But Peebles were offside and Utterson was given a chance to double the Kelso score. Kevin Utterson is one of the leading goal kickers in Scottish club rugby, so you'd have put your money on him getting this. But sometimes, even in perfect conditions, you can miss the easiest of kicks at goal, and the half ended a couple of minutes later with Peebles 11 points in front. And they were looking to drive home that advantage in the second half, and this move involving Neil Hogarth, Craig Borthwick and Jamie Oakes deserved a try. It didn't happen on this occasion, but the powerful Peebles pack were not going to let this opportunity get away. Kelso had no answer as the red and white juggernaut drove towards the line. And one final push and a change in direction was enough to tip the balance in their favour. Referee David Crudge was in a perfect position to award the try, which we're reliably informed was given to prop Adam Clark. Peebles needed one more try for a bonus and had 20 minutes to get it, but as they found the week before against Jed Forest, turning 3 tries into 4 is not that easy. Here's an excellent piece of play from Kelso. Ian Moody involved again with Greg Minto, but still no try to show for it. A few minutes later they tried again, and yes, that man Moody forging upfield, eating up the yards and helping Kelso to set up another attacking position. They certainly enjoy giving the ball plenty of air, but Peebles takes some breaking down defensively, and in the end another move broke down and the chance was gone, frustrating for players and supporters alike. But with 9 minutes to go, Kelso finally got the try they deserved, and this time it was Greg Minto who powered his way through a gap. By the time he was taken down, scrum half Andrew Tate was on hand to wrong foot Donald Anderson and go in under the posts, with Utterson converting. There was a final piece of drama as Kelso had 2 injury time penalties to try and gain a bonus point, including this from Utterson. But both went wide and Peebles held on to win.
Well, Fraser, it's 4 wins out of 4 as far as away from home, but what about the performance?
It was a good performance. It's frustrating because we maybe gave away too many penalties, but it was pretty frustrating not to get the bonus point in. But come down to Kelso win, can't complain, can you?
Yes, a great disappointment. A game, I think, which never really got fired up at all. I was disappointed in our own Kelso players who didn't seem to show enough passion. A game that was scrappy. Peebles always seemed to be on the front foot. We got an opportunity to the end to get a bonus point, and somehow we had 2 goes of that and still managed to fail. So, pretty disappointing, really.
As long as we just keep winning and keep ourselves up there, then there's no reason why we can't get up to Prem 1, you know.
7 games gone now and at the bottom of the table.
Yes, and we're seriously going to have a look at ourselves, get some more commitment. Hopefully we'll get some of our players back that are injured and start winning, because we can't go on like this or else we're just going to stay where we are.